Hello everybody, welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today in deck number 649, we're going to talk about Fynn the Fangbearer. Now this was one of the early ones that I built from Kaldheim, and I am telling you what, I was not prepared of how good this one was. I had a chance to play it. Played it in a 1v1 scenario and at a table scenario, and I'm telling you. Anyway, so for 2 mana we get a 1/3 Death Touch. It says, when a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. So, yeah, is really good. So, at 2 mana, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, because you can... I don't normally do it, but let's dive right into the Death Touch stuff first, right? Because at 2 mana, you have a play pattern. There are so many 1-drop Death Touchers in green. You know, Wasteland Viper, Sharu Blightblade, Sedge Scorpion, Gnarlwood Dryad, Narnum Renegade, Moss Viper. It's easy to have one in your opening hand, and you play it on turn 1, and turn 2 you play your commander and swing with your 1-drop. Odds are it's getting through somewhere, and that's 2 poison counters right there. It is insane. So, let's go through the rest of them. The text on these cards, honestly, beyond Death Touch, does not matter to me. I found some of these that were, Greater Basilisk, Deadly Recluse, Kessig Recluse, Daggerback Basilisk, even the Venom Sliver, Turntimber Basilisk, Skullwinder, Ambush Viper. I love that card, you know that. Thornwood Archer, Heir of the Wilds, Rinceron Vanquisher. Acidic Slime was the first card. Ornery Dilophosaur was a card I did not know existed before I was researching mono green Death Touch creatures for this deck. Yeah, I guess because it's so new. Farika's Disciple, Crawl Stinger, Deathhood Cobra can have it if you want it, and the Majestic Myriarch can share it. So those I almost forgot. The Hornet Queen. Now, I'm laughing because the Hornet Queen sent me down a little tiny rabbit hole, or should I say a bee hole, because I was like, the Hornet Queen, bees. So I threw in the Killer Bee and the Inaural Bee to have the trifecta of, all the bees. Yeah, it's bee travel, all 3 of them. Anyway, so the object is obviously to get in early, get the poison counters. Like it was easy on 1 versus 1, but when it was a table game, the idea was to hit each person at least once, to get everybody have poison counters, and then the idea is to crop rotate into a Karn's Bastion or just draw it naturally or whatever. We do have some Evolution Sage, things like that are just for proliferate. Now, I don't have the totally awesome proliferate artifacts, the 6-drop and the 3-drop. I can't, their name's escaping me. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. But let's get into our ramp, shall we? We're going to start off with our Soul Ring and Moss Diamond. Moss Diamond. Whew. There's a few dollar difference in those words, huh? Spectral Searchlight, Bonder's Ornament, Beanstalk Giant, because even later, still a big old dude. Search for Tomorrow and Sky Shroud Claim. Harmonize, Rites of Flourishing, Soul the Harvest, and I'm even counting Selective Adaptation as card advantage because it is, it's going to go find us stuff. Now, our stuff is going to die. I mean, a lot. Either the proliferate things are, or, we have Noxious Revival, Revive, Alligator Recovery, because it's an amazing card anyway, and then Reap. Can we go through our miscellaneous here? Sure, why not? Loxodon Warhammer. I probably don't have enough ways to give them trample in the deck, but my forethought for that was, we ain't got a whole lot of real big creatures. If they're blocking, then I'm probably just losing my creature. So that's the reason why, because a lot of times you'll just be like trample over to deal the combat damage to the player. I mean, I do have an overcome. Evidently, I'm out of overruns. Well, I say I'm out. I don't. It's going to take me a year to go through the boxes. So, but then some stuff that's just decent green size, green stuff. Wild size does grant trample, draws you a card, makes it a little bigger. Lace with Moon Glove can pass out the death touch to any creature, and Brooding Sauron. Because a lot of people hate to see that card. Everybody plays with their own stuff. Scar Goliath, +9/+9 in trample. I mean, we're playing mono green, so Paragon of the Eternal Wilds. I figured, why not Revenge of the Hunted? Gains trample. And then a Fog. Removal-wise, we have Natural Obsolescence, Bramble Crush, which I really kind of like, Vow of Wilderness, Slice and Twain, Naturalize, Tranquility. Doesn't, we ain't using a whole lot of enchantments, so why not? A Plummet, Unravel the Ether for all of that indestructible nonsense, and then Bind. Now, if Bind didn't have that draw card on there, yeah, nobody'd play it, I know. But the counter target activated ability, I'll be honest with you, the only reason why it's in there is because nobody plays it. Nobody sees this coming. And that's why I like it, to be able to... No. And we only got 3 non-basics, We have a Mirrored Landscape, a Treetop Village in case of emergency blocker, and a Rogue's Passage. Another good target for the crop rotation, to get through blockers with just your 1 damage or whatnot. So that it as I said, it is pretty straightforward. It's a fairly cheap deck from what I remember. As always, I have it listed over there on Architect. So that's it for this. Man, we peeled through that one quick. It ain't even 8 minutes yet. So that is Fynn. Now, the one thing that I want to look at, whenever a creature you control with Death Touch, so it doesn't apply to everybody else's Death Toucher, so yeah. That's how we built it, so that's good. Now, let's try this, because I haven't done this since I've got our new setup here, so we're just going to travel with the camera and go put Fynn on the wall. That is number 649. I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.